that's crazy because I was funny. Like you said that you felt the call and to want to apply. I mean, you wanted that the desire to want to apply at 21. All right, so to kind of put comparison to my life, like what I said, my brother, he came home from Afghanistan. He became a deputy in 12 or the beginning of 13, one of the two. So that's when I was like, yo, okay, if you can do it, man, I want to do it too. And so I started applying for police department, like CPD was one of them, Columbus Police, and then the sheriff's office also, and a couple of other little departments and the feds. I just kind of threw a wide net out there, man, and I kept getting turned down. Like I would apply for CPD Columbus, and I would get all the way to the end. Like I was A-band because they had the ABC band. I was A-band, man. I turned in all my PHQ, went through everything, the polygraph, the home visit, the ride along, everything, and it just never happened for me, man. And I was frustrated. Like I would get all the way to the end, even the group, the panel interview, and they were like, okay. And the public safety director, no. So one time I even met the public safety director and I tried to be friendly with him because I was kind of also a promoter at the time too, and to try to get on his good side. And then I asked him after the next time he turned me down, like, bro, what is wrong with me?
Yeah,
I don't have no felonies. Like I didn't do anything. And he just was like, he didn't have an answer for me. So long story short, obviously I moved to Virginia to become a deputy out there. And then when I got to Virginia, then it was my time because when I got to the academy, I was the president of the academy class. I was immediately like moved up to the top of different training opportunities and stuff like that too, man. But I didn't have that chance until I was almost 35. Yeah. So, I had been applying because, the cutoff for like the highway patrol was like 30.
Yeah.
And I had been applying and going through and all the way to the end. And even one time when you was in the academy, I was in the process because I saw you at the academy.
Yeah.
You was there doing something. And I was like, oh, they were like, how do you know this guy? He's my pastor.
Yeah, wow.
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and that was just another one of those times too, man. But so anyways, getting back into it, man, when you joined the police department, you said when you were 28. What year was that?
2015.
Okay. And what was the academy like, bro?
The academy was, sometimes you don't know who you have the potential of being until you have someone pushing you consistently.
Okay.
That's the best way I can say it. I didn't know I was capable of some of the things that I did.
Yeah.
As far as like what my body was able to do. I've played football my whole life, so I was a sprinter.
Yeah.
I wasn't running 5 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no doubt.
And when you have someone that you're obligated to, that's helping you cross some of those mindsets and thresholds.
Yeah, for sure.
It really helps you to understand mind over matter.
I got
you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. So the academy, man, like the discipline of keeping your uniform ironed and pressed, and your boots shined every single day, showing up to the academy at 5:30 in the morning and getting ready for formation and getting in trouble if you had a piece of lint on your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Having to do push-ups and run because when you walked into the room to take the test, the paper was on the table and all the chairs were on the table too.
Yeah.
And so we took the chairs down to sit on the chairs to take the test and got in trouble for taking the chairs down because that was not a part of our instruction because they're trying to teach us to pay attention to detail.
Absolutely.
And that's not what we were told to do. And in the academy, man, there was a lot of things I didn't understand why we got in trouble for the things we got in trouble for. I didn't understand why we had to do the things we had to do. I didn't understand why they would nitpick at everything that we did really until I got out onto the street. And I started realizing that some of the things that I thought were stupid in the academy developed an instinct on the street.
Yeah,
saved my life.
Yeah.
Paying attention to detail saved my life. Out there on the streets, man. We went through some crazy stuff.
Yeah. So how long was the academy, bro?
So the academy was about 7 months.
Okay. And can you tell us a memory that you have from the academy besides the chair, the beat down from the
some
chair?
Memories?
Yeah.
Man, I do have one memory I'll never forget for the rest of my life. In the academy, there's plenty of memories, but one I'll never forget. So when I found out that I was going to become a police officer, I found out that when I fight, I have to fight with my gun side back.
Okay.
Now I'm ambidextrous, so I write left-handed. I brush my teeth left-handed, but I play basketball with my right hand.
Got you.
I kick with my right foot. So I'm very ambidextrous, but I shoot with my left hand.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And so because I shoot with my left hand, I had to keep my left hip back, which meant I had to learn how to fight left-handed.
Wow.
And when I found that out, I went into title boxing and I got a membership, and I had to learn how to fight left-handed. And I actually started to become pretty good. And when I got into the academy, I was, we had to do boxing training.
Yeah.
And I was knocking people out, and people were afraid to box me. And one of the academy instructors found out.
Yeah.
And found out that I was good with my hands.
Yeah.
Well, he's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
The same thing happened to me.
Really?
In my DT class, bro, because I'm a fighter with my hands.
Yeah.
And man, dude he was a college wrestler and a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter, and he would take me to the ground and
over.
For hours. I'm fighting the dude, and he was like, "You need to learn how to get back on your feet."
Yeah.
And he taught. That was a lesson I learned too, man.
Yep.
And I was like, "Well, if you grab me, I'm just going to shoot you."
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I had the same.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
I got the same problem. I can work with my hands all day, and I learned. I got to learn to keep space and distance.
Yeah.
And move. And you're right, bro. Because when you grab, I'm no good on the ground.